Hello, everybody. My name is Kate Solomon, and I'm a Regional Vice President and Independent Consultant with Arbonne. And I'm really thrilled to have your company for around the next 30 minutes, as I'm going to share with you a little bit of information about Arbonne in the event that this business could actually be a great fit for you. I'm also going to share some information about our amazing products and our business model as well. And in listening to me, you're going to learn how simple it could be for you to fit Arbonne into your life and what an incredibly life-changing opportunity it can represent for you. Now, most people don't say to their parents or themselves when they're young, when I grow up, I want to be a professional Arbonne consultant or a professional network marketer. This business is typically not someone's plan A, and this was definitely the case for me and might be the case for you too. So before I share with you a little bit about Arbonne, let me share with you a little bit more about me and my journey in the business. So I literally fell into having my own Arbonne business. I absolutely was not looking for it at the time it came into my life. You see, I loved what I did. I earned as a HR manager an excellent six-figure salary. I was always happy. I was always available to my friends and my family, but I was one of the busiest people that I knew. And deep down, I was actually struggling. I was struggling to have it all, and I really was struggling to be that happy, present mum, be an excellent employee, and be present for those that I loved. And I mean truly emotionally, and not just physically present. So I'd, go into work and weeks would just fly by, and I'd hear myself saying, oh my gosh, how is it June already? Where did we go? How did we get halfway through the year already? Because I'd go into work every day and I'd get home and I'd get all the stuff done that I needed to do. And then I'd fall into bed absolutely exhausted and then get up the next day and do it all again. It was kind of like a Groundhog Day. So at the time when this business kind of fell into my lap, I was working full-time hours, as I said, in the city as a HR manager in a quite demanding role. And I also actually had two small children under 3. And my friend from my mother's group, my beautiful friend Anna, actually invited me along to attend a group presentation she was having, like a skincare group presentation at her house. But I don't do parties. I am not one of those party people. And I genuinely thought, not only did I not like to go to those parties, but I actually genuinely thought that the people who did these little businesses were people who couldn't actually get a real job. Well, how wrong was I? I reluctantly went along to Anna's party, really for the free champagne and food. And to cut a long story short, I eventually tried the products during that group presentation and I loved them, but I never thought about the business at that point. And after attending that group presentation at my friend Anna's house, she actually joined the business and I thought she had lost her mind. You see, she was 35 weeks pregnant with her second child and also a senior marketing executive. And I thought, wow, that's an interesting decision. Good luck. I was very, very supportive. But ultimately, her decision actually sparked some curiosity, not without a huge amount of fear and skepticism, but it did spark some curiosity in my mind. You see, at the time, I didn't wear makeup. I actually used to wash my face with hand soap. I had no experience in sales or marketing, and I've never, ever had my own business. But at Anna's place, I tried the products, and they were amazing. Granted, I was coming from a very low base using hand soap, so I probably could have put anything on my face and it would have been amazing. But I really did notice a difference after that first use in using the skincare products. And after Anna joined, I was like, wow, that's a really interesting and bold move. But maybe I could do it too. Why wouldn't I do this? I have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Because I was already using some of the products Arbonne offered, and I'm going to go through what our products and offerings are shortly, but I was using sunscreen and deodorant, my husband was using protein powder, and I was using body wash and shampoo on myself and obviously my kids. So I got curious and attended a live information session pretty similar to what I'm going through with you now, but I was able to meet a few more people at that particular session. And the men and women that I met were actually no different than me. I was actually a little bit overwhelmed in their confidence and the manner in which they spoke, but ultimately underneath it all, I was really the same as them. I was a mum, a friend, a wife, and a daughter, just looking for a better way of doing life. Because up until that point, I actually had no idea and didn't realise that there was even an option or a better way or a choice. So my eyes were really opened up to the possibilities. Because what if this works? What if I could do this? I actually visualised myself continuing to have to drop my kids off and be the first ones at childcare and often the last to leave. And then in a few years' time, I'd have to have them both at before and after school care. And the thought of me continuing to rush around and be stuck on this hamster wheel actually horrified me. So I jumped in. I took a massive, what I perceived to be a massive perceived leap of faith, but it's paid me in more ways than I could ever imagine. And the business has completely transformed my life and myself as a person. I'm actually a little bit nicer now and I have way more confidence. But it's really the life transformation that I'm completely grateful for. Because after 12 months of working this business alongside my full-time job, I was actually able to almost replace my really amazing 6-figure salary and quit my job. And now I work my business exclusively. I don't like to say I work Arbonne full-time because I definitely don't work my business full-time hours, but I do have an exclusive relationship with my business. But I'm now making more money working less than half the time I did in corporate. And I now actually set my own schedule. So I work it around my family. So even if I didn't have kids and I was a Gen Y or someone with no kids, I would totally not be waking up with an alarm clock. And the business has rewarded me beyond my wildest dreams. It has sent me on incredible free trips. It has gifted me so much jewelry. I get to go to Vegas every single year with my team and 18,000 other consultants for our global training conference. And then I actually received the keys to a white Mercedes-Benz 18 months after starting. And I'll explain a little bit more about this in a minute. But I've received so much from my business. But the most amazing thing is that I now get to teach, coach, train, and mentor others to actually achieve all of their goals and live their dream life. Because if I can do it, honestly, anyone can. And I guess the fear of not doing something different and nothing changing really completely outweighed the feeling of staying where I was, which was totally in my comfort zone, because I knew deep down if I didn't change something, nothing was going to change. And the thought of continuing to not be present and rushing around and falling into bed exhausted every day really horrified me. So if that's the way you feel too, then I really encourage you, I guess, to, as you watch this, like listen with an open heart and an open mind to see if this could be a good fit for you too. Because why not you? If I started 4 years ago with no experience in this industry, no experience using any of the products, no experience in sales, and I've been able to build an incredible business, then why not you? You know, why can't you have success like I have, and there's so many others that have had it? So I encourage you to do your due diligence. This is sort of the first part in watching this recording. Do your due diligence like I did. Get educated about what Arbonne is all about, and most importantly, what it is not, for you in order, I guess, to be able to determine, you know, if this could actually be a great fit for you. Because Arbonne doesn't discriminate for those who want success. You know, it's available to every single person if you have a good work ethic and a genuine desire to help other people. So I'm now going to run through a quick presentation for you to watch along as I speak about the business, the brand, and the products. So I'm just going to share my screen. Excellent. So as this slide says, Arbonne truly transforms lives, and hopefully you've been able to get a snippet in this very short information session about how it's transformed my life. And there are thousands of others that have had very similar experiences to me. But this truly is a unique business opportunity in terms of both the quality of the products, the company, and our culture. And this statement really cannot ring true for those who have also taken the leap like I have and tried something different. Because truly one of the most incredible things we get to do is not only share the business and the products, but have the most amount of fun, insane amounts of fun in the process. So a little bit about Arbonne. Our company was actually founded in 1975 in Switzerland by this amazing man called Peter Mork. So it's been around for nearly 4 decades, and this was actually really important to me because I wanted to join an organisation that knew what they were doing. I wanted to join an organisation where there was a proven record of success and actual evidence of that across the business. And Arbonne used botanically based formulations around a philosophy of pure, safe, and beneficial. So Peter created the products for his wife as he knew the types of ingredients that went into the products he had visibility of as one of the leading directors in a pharmaceutical company in Europe. And he wasn't comfortable with his wife using these ingredients on herself. He wanted simple, effective, clean products that also ultimately did what they say they were going to do and deliver results. And along with the products, he created an exceptional business opportunity so that ordinary people can lead extraordinary lives. He wanted to have the business run through a direct selling model, really to help minimise the cost, and I'll explain a little bit about that in a few moments. But he really wanted to minimise the cost and also be able to have the business shared via word of mouth, because it really is the most effective form of marketing. And also empower others to improve their life and, I guess, just achieve more financial rewards for themselves. He saw how powerful this model was nearly 40 years ago and what an absolute visionary, because his vision generates close to $700 million in sales every single year at the time of me, doing this recording. And his ultimate vision has truly come true because it has changed so many people's lives. And we do have the best products in the industry. The awesome thing about Arbonne as well is that we've actually expanded into many different countries, as you can see along our timeline. And these countries have actually specifically been selected on being big in direct selling. Their economy is strong, their culture is aligned to our company's values, and so ultimately it works. So we haven't just gone out with a scattergun approach and gone into every single market. We've really been quite specific. I also want to draw your attention to 2009 when this amazing woman, Kay Zanotti, joined our team. She's our CEO, and she comes with an incredible background in corporate America. So she's worked at Procter & Gamble and McDonald's, and she was the one who was actually responsible for spearheading the healthy eating campaign for Macca's and actually completely turned their business around. She's not only a very savvy businesswoman and has an incredible mind, but she has a huge heart. So a few years after she started in 2012, she actually created the Arbonne Charitable Foundation. And this foundation, its core purpose is to raise funds for teenagers to increase their self-esteem. And I'm delighted to share that Arbonne consultants around the globe, since its inception, have actually raised $4.2 million and positively impacted the lives of 150,000 teens' lives. So Kay's goal is to ultimately be the biggest giver-backerer, if that's even a word, in the network marketing or social marketing industry. And what an incredible start we've had in the 4 years it's been running. So our product advantage. As I mentioned before, we have a botanically based philosophy, but not only is it botanically based philosophy, we actually deliver results and provide benefits. So our products do what they say they're going to do, and our business ultimately would not work if our products were not truly amazing and delivered a true benefit. They're all built on this incredible Swiss heritage and to EU standards. And the European Union standards are actually the most rigorous and strict in the globe. Arbonne have a choice because we now operate and manufacture our products in America, and we can choose to formulate our products according to the American standards. But we actually have a choice and continue to formulate our products against EU standards. And the choice to adhere to these standards is ultimately to help us have our world-class products. They are really of the highest quality and sustainably sourced ingredients. We have never tested on animals and never will. And as a result of not using animal products and animal byproducts in our ranges and never having tested on animals, we're actually vegan certified and kosher certified amongst other certifications. So we ultimately have the best products. And if you haven't yet had an opportunity to try them, I absolutely encourage you. The first thing to do when you jump off this recording is to contact the person that sent this to you and get your hands on the products, because you will absolutely notice a significant difference in your skin and with our nutrition products in your body. So our product advantage really is built on this pure, safe and beneficial brand philosophy. And I just wanted to pause on this just to really highlight a couple of things. We ultimately formulate without a raft of toxic ingredients, and some of those ones listed there, but a couple I really want to call out are things like parabens and phthalates. You can actually Google some of those ingredients and work out and determine if they are things that you want to be putting on your skin and in your body, because I think with greater knowledge comes greater choices that you can make for both yourself and your family. But we also have things in there like mineral oil and petrolatums. Petrolatum next to the sun is one of the most damaging ingredients that you can put on your skin because it actually significantly contributes to the aging process. It blocks your pores, it clogs your skin, it stops your cells from going through that natural cellular turnover process. So it really is an ingredient that you want to be putting on your skin, and that's such an awesome thing to know that none of Arbonne's products have that in there. So our product advantage really is more about what's not in our products than what is in our products. That's our key point of difference. So they really are some of the safest products. We have a huge amount of testing that's done by dermatologists, ophthalmologists, pediatricians, and beneficial. And in a nutshell, they really do work. If our corrective eye cream says it's going to visibly reduce dark circles and puffiness, it does just that. And we stand behind all of our products with a 45-day money-back guarantee. But the really cool thing is, once our clients and consumers get our products, we have a less than 1% return rate, which really is a testament to their quality. But from a business perspective, I guess business 101 is really to have products that everybody uses and everybody needs to continue to repurchase. So a really smart business model is to have a consumable product range. And the cool thing is, with this business that you're looking at, our entire range is consumable. We have the most incredible skincare products, nutrition products, this massive range of personal care products, everything from body care to self-tanners to hair care to baby care, and the most amazing makeup range. You know, all we really encourage you to do is look at the products that you and your, you know, the people that you meet and your clients are buying, and simply redirect your spend and repurchase products from your own online shop that ultimately get delivered to your door. So you're turning an expense into an income when you look at this particular business. You and your clients are going to absolutely fall in love with the products because they are, as I've said, truly amazing. And like, you know, if you haven't tried them, please get your hands on them because they are absolutely stunning and beautiful. And I guess you know how amazing our products are when you've got beauty therapists endorsing our products, when you have hairdressers, personal trainers, makeup artists, and makeup schools actually choosing to use Arbonne products and publicly endorsing them. So we really do have this, I guess, business 101, and everyone is using our products, and all we're doing is teaching them to switch their spend and switch their brands based on some education we can give them and in line with our pure, safe and beneficial brand philosophy. We've just reformulated our incredible flagship range, which is our anti-aging range, and it really gives us a massive competitive advantage because we have the most clean formulations that ultimately do scientifically have been proven, if I can get my words out, to actually work and deliver the most incredible results. So this is absolutely one of our leading ranges, and something that I'm very, very excited to be using because our previous range was amazing, and I seriously thought when they released this range, I was like, how can they make it any better? But they have. I have noticed a massive difference in my skin in just 1 month after using this product, and I was already using the previous range. So you need to get your hands on this range if you haven't already tried it. We also have an amazing opportunity to be involved in the beauty device industry, which is a massive, massive industry through the use of our Intelligence Genius Ultra device. This is patent-pending ultrasound technology, and essentially what it does is it facilitates the delivery of the products into our skin way more effectively than fingertips alone. And the results that our clients are getting from using this device, already using amazing products, but using this device to help facilitate it into the skin layers more deeply is truly incredible. So we have the opportunity to not only use consumable products and share these consumable products, but also get involved in the beauty device industry through sharing this particular device. It's really, really exciting time to be on board. And I also just wanted to generate a little bit of attention and put a spotlight on our incredible healthy living products. We have this amazing program called the 30 Days to Healthy Living Challenge. And in 30 days, the difference these products makes to my clients and myself, who've also done the challenge a couple of times, to my energy levels, like to lose the brain fog, to reduce the reliance that I have for coffee first thing in the morning. The sleep that I'm getting is incredibly, so much. I've never had such good quality sleep than I have when I've been doing this program. Even just the overall, like my skin looks better, like everything is functioning better because Arbonne really have this holistic approach to health and wellness. And not only do we look about what we're putting on our bodies through our skin, but also inside our bodies through our nutrition program. And all of this is available to you should you decide to jump in and see if this business is an amazing fit for you. So what is social marketing? This is probably one of the things that got me the most excited when I first looked at the business. Because ultimately, in a traditional retail channel, the consumer pays for every step in the supply chain process. So if you think about traditional retail, there's a manufacturer, a wholesaler, a warehouse, the sales force, advertising is put in there as well. Then the retailers have got their own overheads with leases and wages before it actually ultimately gets to us. And us as the consumer, like we're paying for every single step in that process, including the advertising. So the product might cost $5 to manufacture, but by the time it goes through all of those different channels, it's actually sold to us for $50 after all of the different markups. And I think the traditional retail space is seeing a real shift. You would have noticed, in a lot of the strip shops, there's a lot of retail stores that are closing down and for lease signs being put out the front. Because I think really our buyer behaviour and our consumer behaviour is changing. As consumers, we want simple and easy purchases. We want time-effective purchases. We want to buy online and have our orders delivered directly to your door. And this is exactly what Arbonne does. As a consultant, I can have a global business and have clients purchasing products literally in every single country that Arbonne operates. And I don't have to touch the product. I don't have to deliver them. I don't have to physically touch any money. All I do is facilitate the process through the introduction of the products to these clients. They shop online and buy them, and I'm sent a thank you check in the process. So Arbonne manufactures the process. I guess the core difference really is Arbonne manufactures the process, and it is shipped directly to the consumer by our amazing home office team. I don't have to do anything really at the end of the day. Like, I just literally go out and share the products. People love them and they purchase them as a result of the introduction. And every time someone purchases the products, I get a thank you check. So social marketing really removes all of the middlemen, and as a result of removing all of the middlemen, we reduce a significant amount of cost ultimately that is paid by the end consumer. So Arbonne manufactured, as I said just before, it is distributed through consultants such as myself, ultimately through to the consumer. So, the thing, I guess, what actually is social marketing? We actually do this every day. It's word of mouth marketing. So if you think about it, what have you actually recommended to a friend in the past week? You may have recommended a hairdresser, a physio, a naturopath. What I do a lot of is I recommend cafes and restaurants. And then I guess the difference is when my friend goes to the cafe and has a beautiful breakfast, or goes to the restaurant and have a beautiful dinner, that restaurant has no idea that I've sent that person there, and don't swing me a free meal or a free coffee next time I go there. And that's ultimately the difference with Arbonne and network marketing or social marketing. Every time I refer someone through to the brand and they choose to purchase the products, Arbonne sends me a thank you check, which is such an awesome thing. I mean, you only have to look at how powerful word of mouth marketing is when you jump onto Facebook and you see your friends asking for a recommendation or refer, somewhere, say, does anyone have a good plumber that they know of? And then their comments field is absolutely filled with recommendations. And it is very powerful because their friend is going to trust their other friends who have recommended those companies and those plumbers and use their services accordingly. So it really is one of the most powerful forms of advertising around at the moment. And the cool thing about social marketing is you get to be your own boss. So for me, this is amazing because I'm there for every single school drop-off and school pickup. I'm there for the school holidays, desperate to actually be able to get rid of my kids for like 5 minutes, which sounds terrible, and I do love them. But, there's definitely the whole stay-at-home mum gig is definitely a lot more challenging than I was expecting. I get to be there during the school holidays. I don't have to worry about rushing around and who I can palm my children off to during those periods, those periods of time when ordinarily I would be working full-time hours. So you can actually start this business as a part-time business, around your full-time or part-time role. You can start it as a hobby, or you can start it as a serious business opportunity. So, my role and the person that introduced you and shared this recording with you, our role is to mentor you, coach you, and guide you to build a crazy successful business. And literally all you need to run your business is one of these. We just need a smartphone. So really you can work anywhere around your schedule as long as you've got access to a smartphone and some Wi-Fi. You can be truly present for your family and friends, and you can really, truly run a highly successful global business anywhere, anytime. But why Arbonne and why now? I guess really when it comes down to it at the end of the day is people just want to buy products that are good for them. So the demand for health and wellness is truly growing. We want more time. We want, the ability to earn extra income and pay what we're worth. Like, we work so hard in a corporate environment, but you get paid based on the hours that you're operating in. So you're typically used to exchanging an hour of pay for an hour of time. In Arbonne, it's not like that. So social marketing is truly booming. And like I said earlier, like, Arbonne does not discriminate. You can have any different background and be really successful in this business. You can work full-time and be successful. You can work part-time and be successful in this business. It's truly up to you because it's your choice. You could be like me and perhaps you totally love what you're doing, but you have no time. Or the opposite can be in that you have so much time because you are working part-time, or maybe you're not working at the moment, but then you have no income. So Arbonne can really help you have your cake and eat it too by giving you both more time and more income. Because ultimately that's, really what we want at the end of the day. We get one chance at life, so why not give it a really good crack and give it the best in all that we've got. And I guess another reason why Arbonne is awesome is because this business works through time leverage. So, you might decide, hey, you know what, this is awesome. This is really exciting. I'm in. This business sounds really good. And you might choose to work, say, 10 hours a week. But if you then personally coach and mentor 3 other people to do exactly the same as you, you're actually getting paid on 40 hours of effort. And that's what I mean when I say time leverage. It really is a very, very smart business. And social marketing is truly the business model of the future. You know, our social media efforts can have such a significant impact on our sales, and so many people are operating highly successful businesses where they're sharing the products and the opportunity through social media. And you yourself might have, you know, come into this recording finding an opportunity through social media, or seeing and responding to a particular comment or a particular image that you found. And it really does, you know, help us increase our brand loyalty and awareness. We get to build relationships and connect with people. And just really, truly, all we do is share these incredible products with consumers before they have to make a purchase. So that's the whole try before you buy. So it really is a great opportunity for people to have access to something without having to spend a fortune buying it and then realizing it doesn't fit. They can try all of our different ranges and work out which ones they love and purchase it accordingly. And like I said, we operate an online business. So it's so easy to operate. There is so many information sessions that you can get and apps that you can use. But like I said, if you've got access to one of these, you can have your global business. There is heaps and heaps of technology to support you running your business anywhere at any time. And the person that introduced you to the business can certainly run through more of that with you. So really, ultimately, what do we do? I've mentioned it a couple of times. There's two things that we do. We share the products and we share the opportunity. And by sharing the opportunity, you know, that's how you've been introduced. You've had someone say, hey, you know what, I think this business could be a great fit for you, or it might not be. Either way, have a look and make a decision based on knowledge, you know, because knowledge is power. But all we do when we share the product side of things is we essentially stop buying products in retail stores and paying all of their overheads and start, you know, shopping in our own online shop and having our products delivered directly to our door, which is super convenient, and enjoying the amazing benefits of the incredible Arbonne products. And we essentially teach others to do exactly the same through sharing the products with them and sharing the business opportunity with them. So, we get discounts, we get freebies. Like, why would we not want to share not only the most amazing products with others, but also the ability to share both how to shop at a discount and how to get free products? Like, it really is a very, very smart and simple business model. And it does all start with you. So I started as a team of one, and every single person that has ever started an Arbonne business has started as a team of one. And it really doesn't matter who you know or who you don't know. Over 80% of my team that I have currently, I actually didn't know when I first started. And that's been one of the most incredible blessings of my business, is I've been able to develop friendships with people that I never would have ordinarily encountered in my previous life. So on this slide, you know, you've got in the beautiful center here, you've got the beautiful Katina Mandalaris. You know, she's an ex-professional basketball player. Also on that image is stay-at-home mums, real estate agents, lawyers, university students, personal trainers. You know, we have so many people from so many different walks of life, and it really all does start with you. And all you do is start sharing the products and the business opportunity, and very quickly your business will grow as a result. And we truly have the opportunity to have this global business. So we're currently in the US, in the United States, in Canada, in the UK, Australia, Poland, New Zealand, and Taiwan. And in 2018, we're actually launching into Germany, which is something that's incredibly exciting, to be able to, you know, have access to that amazing country, and for people to be complete and utter pioneers and sharing the success of this amazing business. So I really encourage you to think beyond your backyard. Like, who do you know with links into any of these countries? Who do you know who knows someone with links into any of these countries? It's so exciting watching the growth in these countries and the unparalleled opportunity that exists in especially some of these newer countries, and really what this means to these amazing pioneers for taking their own leap of faith. But it does come down to, I guess, the fact that there are 4 ways to earn an income. So yes, the opportunity sounds amazing, but how do we actually earn an income? So the first way is through commissions. So every time you sell a product, you actually make, 35% commission from that. So you sell $100 worth of product, you get a $35 commission check. So it really is quite good commission. You also earn a commission from your overrides, and that's essentially from the product sales of your team. So you will be, and we will teach you how to do this, like coach and mentoring your own team. And when you do that, you will earn a percentage of their product sales as payment and reward for your effort in coaching them. And I'll explain a bit more about that in a second. There's also a Mercedes-Benz cash bonus program for vice presidents and above. And that's essentially where in Arbonne, when you reach the top 2 levels of the business, Arbonne give you a cash bonus every single month to pay for the lease on a white Mercedes-Benz. It has to be white, in line with our pure part of our brand philosophy. And it's a Mercedes-Benz, and Arbonne have always partnered with Mercedes-Benz right from the beginning, because Mercedes is the best of the best. So that goes in line with our ultra prestige quality as well. And the 4th is cash bonuses. I don't know about you, but I kind of like the idea of paying myself a monthly cash bonus every single month. I don't have to wait for the company results to be released and based on my performance or what my boss determines my performance is in order to be paid a cash bonus, maybe once a year, or if you're in a sales role, maybe once a quarter or once every 6 months. You can pay yourself a cash bonus every single month, and the amount of that increases depending on the level you're at in the business. And there are essentially 4 levels of management. So those 4 levels are district manager, area manager, regional vice president, and national vice president. And those are just titles. They don't mean that you actually are responsible for a particular geographical area. It is literally just a title. And the average income for a district manager is a little over $300. Now, for some people, that can represent, your groceries. It can represent your electricity bills or your gas bills for the month. Like, for some people, that actually can represent a significant amount of money. And most people do this business and start this business in addition to a full-time job. So this is additional income you're getting purely by sharing the products and the business opportunity. Our team is not average, so the average monthly income for my team is actually significantly higher. And I know, personally speaking, I've actually earned up to $1,500 as a district manager, and received that commission for any given month in my when I was a district manager about 4 years ago. So I know that is the average across Australia at the moment, but it's not the average for our team. The second level is area manager, and this level, the average income is just over $1,600, and that starts to get a little bit significant. Again, most people at this level are working their business in addition to a full-time or part-time job, and this can represent things like a mortgage payment or a car payment, and really start to take a load off the primary income earners through this additional income. The third level is regional vice president. That's the level that I'm at. And the average income for that is where it starts to get quite life-changing. So the average income is just under $7,000. And there are actually 140 regional vice presidents driving their white Mercedes-Benzes around Australia. And the income that they're earning really starts to replace an average full-time employee, but we're only working our business part-time. So you can really start to see the truly life-changing possibility and the life-changing money when you get to that third level. And I got here within 18 months. The average is 25 months, but it's up to you. You can work your business as fast or as slow as you want. And then the top level, the national vice president level, there are over 35 national vice presidents currently in Australia at the time I filmed this. And this is the top level of the company. And this is where you start to get gangster level money. This is just, the average monthly income is just on $19,000 per month. Like, wow. I would encourage you to look at your current work situation and say, in 4 years' time, will you be earning that per month? And do you have the possibility of earning that per month? Because if I knew within 4 years' time that that's the level of income that is available to me for putting in some time and effort into building a business, then I would absolutely do whatever it took to earn that kind of level of income, because that is truly life-changing income. And the best part about all of these levels of income is it's uncapped. Like, there is no cap on what you're paid. You are rewarded for your effort and not necessarily your results. So you literally put in the effort and you'll get this incredible income opportunity for you. But it isn't a get rich quick scheme. You do actually have to do some work, but you get to determine how much work you do and how fast you want to build your business. And on top of all the income, there's so many other extra benefits. All the national vice presidents get flown to Maui every year in January for a leadership retreat. We get given incentive trips if we earn them. Myself personally, I've been to Fiji, to the Caribbean, and to New York, all thanks to Arbonne, and my family have come with me on 2 of those trips. Our national vice presidents get their flights and accommodation paid for Vegas, our global training conference, every single year. Like, how much would this business, how much can it change your life? Because if you look at that, extra income, sometimes it's the money that people want, and sometimes, and that's why they start, or sometimes it's the extra time. So I really encourage you to have a think about this and ask yourself, what would an extra $500 mean to you on any given month? And at this point in time, you're probably thinking, okay, that's great, but I don't have enough time, or I don't have enough money, or you know what, I actually don't know enough people. If you're feeling like this, it is completely normal. You know, I felt exactly this way when I first started. I definitely felt like I had no time. But you know what, I actually managed to find the time quite easily. I stopped watching TV. I got off my mindless trawling of my newsfeed on social media. You know, you really can work this business alongside whatever it is that you're currently doing full-time or part-time. You just fit it into those little pockets and nooks and crannies of time. The second thing I felt was I don't have enough money. I was definitely asset rich and cash poor. But this is exactly why, you know, I needed the business, and why you might need the business, because it actually doesn't cost a lot to start earning an income. It's actually $105 to start the business, $105. Now, you do need some product on top of that, but how much you spend is up to you. And the person who shared this recording with you can certainly talk you through all of your different options. But for $105, you can have access to a global business with your own e-commerce website, your own distribution, your own center, your own picking and packing center, and an incredible home office team. So it's really, really, for a business in a box, it's a bargain. I don't know enough people. You know what? You actually don't need to know enough people. A few people can actually create a network of thousands of clients and consultants for you. We have very, very clear and specific business strategies. So this certainly, if you're sort of thinking, I don't know enough people, this is certainly not an obstacle for you to have an incredible business through using some of the strategies that we have in my team. I don't understand the business model. Well, you know what? You can find out more from the person who shared this with you, but hopefully I've been able to share a little bit more with you about what on earth social marketing or network marketing is, and understand that it is purely a word of mouth business. All we do is share the products and share the business and get paid from our referrals when people choose to buy the products. So hopefully that's starting to make a bit more sense to you. And I'm not a salesperson. Neither was I. That's the cool thing. You know, sales is ultimately really though all that sharing and helping, you know, sharing and helping people. You know, there are so many vice presidents, myself included, who had zero sales experience in either. And all I've been doing to build my business is just connecting with people and building relationships. And the sales have come as a result of that, along with some of the strategies that we've got in my team too. And I guess that leads me on to one of my final slides, which is, you know, what are you actually getting into? Our team have a massive point of difference. Not only do you get the very best mentors, coaches, and trainers, but you're going to be supported by the most incredible online training platform. You know, one of the main reasons that people actually quit social marketing businesses globally is because of a lack of support, training, and the how. Like, how do you do your job? All of the business strategies. You get all of this and so much more when you join our team. So you're in business for yourself, but you're absolutely not by yourself. You know, we have extraordinary online and physical support in terms of training, and Arbonne Corporate take care of so much as well, from our excellent products and our marketing materials, and then we help you with the how. So how do you share the products and the business, as well as all the business strategies that back it up? So we make it very easy for you to be able to build this business as big as you want and as quick as you want. So ultimately, where do you see yourself? So I've talked through a little bit about my journey, a little bit about Arbonne and the brand philosophy, a little bit about the company, and a little bit about the products, as well as the business model that we fall within. But ultimately, where you see yourself. If you're watching this recording, then it's likely that you're looking at the business opportunity. And for $105, you can literally have the most incredible business in a box. You can get between 35 to 50% off your own product purchases. We have an incredible competitive compensation plan. We have an opportunity for the Cash-Benz, I've said that now, the Mercedes-Benz cash bonus program. It's a bit of a tongue twister. As well as the ability to pay yourself, you know, a monthly cash bonus every month. To be rewarded for your efforts is something that, as a HR manager, I still struggle to ex-HR manager, I still struggle to get my head around. And we really do have the most extensive consumable product range. So you really do have the most amazing business opportunities sitting in the palm of your fingers if you're ready to take a leap. So I encourage you to dream big. You know, some of these questions really made me sort of sit up and pay attention, you know, because you are where you are today because of the choices you made yesterday. So I want you to ask yourself this: if you keep doing what you're doing, where will you be in 5 years? You know, I knew if I didn't change something, nothing would change. And the thought of continuing to do what I'm doing and not get any extra time and not be present and be stuck on this treadmill of life, you know, it really did scare me. you can totally be proactive and take control of your life right now and take control of your future. And, instead of asking yourself, what if it doesn't work? Ask yourself, what if it does? Like, what's the risk if this doesn't work? You might get left with a few products that you're already using, but you're not outlaying the thousands of dollars it takes to start up a traditional business. So I really encourage you to go back to the person who invited you on and ask them all of your remaining questions and get all the information you need to be able to make a decision either way. Get your hands on the products if you haven't tried them already. And lastly, I'd love you to go back and thank the person that actually invited you along to watch this recording today, because they've really seen something in you to make you take a peek. Because one of the best parts about our business is we get to choose who we work with. So because you've been sent this or given this recording, the person who sent it to you actually really likes you and they want to work with you and partner with you and think that you can actually be incredibly successful at this business. So it is a massive compliment to be asked. So I hope you take it. I hope you take it at this. And in closing, in the words of Richard Branson, if someone hands you an amazing opportunity, say yes and work out how to do the rest later. So thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you in the future.